I'm Sanjay Mate, Assistant Professor, MCA Department, IIScMAT, Nigdi, Pune. In this video, we are going to see how we can get the input from the user in Python program and how we can print the output or result onto the screen or into the file. So how we can get the input? So to get the input from the user, there is directly one input function which is used. So this input function is returning, always returns the string value, or the data is returned in the format of string. In the data type is a string. We need to convert that string into required data type. The syntax of that input is variable name is equal to input, and in the bracket whatever you want to prompt, or whether you want to enter first number or enter second number, whatever you want to write or you want to display onto the screen, that you can return in the double quotes or in the string format. So that will be displayed and it will get the value from the user. Once the user enters the value and pressed enter button, you will get that value into that variable whichever you are writing at the left side. So here I have shown you an example that person is equal to, I want to get the name from the person. So here I am writing what is your name. So here I am writing that particular string, what I want to prompt in the double quotes, and I am given that particular string in the input parenthesis. So it will display what is your name. Then the person writes carry. So that carry will be stored in this person variable. And if I want to store this or if I want to print that, so I am writing person. So it will get printed that is carry. You can get the input. If you want, if you don't want to prompt anything, you can write simply input, no, nothing in the bracket. Still it will work. So you can get the string, and if you want to print the string, you can provide that string in the print function and it will be printed. So we'll see this print in the further, but first of all, we'll see the input. Input, enter your name. So here you can get prompted, print hello and your name. So whatever the name you have taken from the user, here you are printing hello, this name. Or if I'm entering hello, enter your name, and if I'm entered Sanjay, then hello and it will print Sanjay. So the output is hello Sanjay. Yes. Now this is what the string you are in. Yes, but I want to accept the numbers from the user or float value from the user. So how I can? So for that, if I want to accept the integer, so here I'm writing input, enter number, taking the string, and I'm casting that string with int, and then I'm storing that into the num. So the whatever the number user enter, that will be stored in the string, that will be converted into int, that is by casting, and then number is stored in num. And here I am writing add is equal to num plus 1. So I am adding one value and again I am printing it. So then it will be considered, or it will give you correct answer. Reading integer input from the user. So here I am reading integer, that is number. Just in the previous example also we have taken the same example. If I want to read the float value, here I want to show you re-enter, and if your user is going to enter the float value, that is for example weight or the height, so in that case you can get that input as a string, convert it into float using casting, and then store it into enum. So this is all about the input. Now next one is output. So you want to print the values onto the screen. So you can, there is a very simple function directly print whatever the we want, write in double quotes, it will be get printed. You can print anything in the format of in the string. The syntax of print is little bit like this: print what you want to print, that is the objects. You can separate that one by one. There are as many objects you want, we write it one by one. Then SCP is nothing but the separator. What is the separator between the two objects? What you should print, you want to print between the two objects. If I'm providing the 5 objects, they are going to be printed, but in the within the first and second, what you want, second and third, what you want, means there should be, if you want to specify any space or if you want to specify any character between the two objects, that can be, you can provide here separate as a separator. And at the last or at the end of the string, what you want to print, file where you want to print. So this is, and flush, whether you want to flush the buffer or not. So these are the five things which are five parameters which are there in the print. Object, which objects you want to print. Separator, from what you want to separate these all objects. Default it is a space. End is nothing but at the last what you want. So at default it is \n, that is end line. And file, where you want to print. So this is again the optional. So it is sys.stdout. And flush, whether you want to keep that in buffer or not. So it is default false. Whether you want to flush it, if you want to flush, you can write true. If you don't want to flush the buffer, you can keep it as false. So it is default false. Yes, here I have shown you the default values. Separator is a space default. For end, it is a /n. For file, it is sys.out. Then you are going to print on the monitor, and flush is false. So these are the default values, and here you are providing the list of objects. Here I am providing, see, this is optional, this is optional, this is optional, and this is optional. Only the important thing is this, mandatory is this. Here I am providing apple, banana, cherry. So apple, banana, cherry are nothing but objects. Separator is space and \n, file is equal to sys.out, and flush is equal to false. That is default. And you are printing it. So here I am providing the, here I have provided the two objects, and here I am separating that two objects with dash dash dash. So whenever it is printed between these two, instead of printing space, it will print dash dash dash. So this is what the use of the print statement. 1, 2, 3, 4, here I am printing. So you will get directly 1, 2, 3, 4. But I want to separate these 1, 2, 3, 4 with a star. So here I am writing SCP is equal to star. So you will getting 1, star 2, star 3, star 4. Yes, I want to print hash at the last. So here and and at the last, and separator must be the hash. So here I am separator is equal to hash and end at ampersand. So here hash is printed within the objects, and at the last it is printing hash. That is and, sorry. So this is what the way of printing. You can use separator, you can use and. Yes, but if I want to print the value of the variable which is stored in the variable, how I can do that? So there are two ways to do this. One is str.format and the second one is Fstring. Let's see first of all str format. Now str format, in this we are sending the values, we are keeping the values in this comma, and then for what we need to print it, or for what we need to print what. That is same, this is generally same as, this is a little bit confusing, but whenever we are seeing the example you will get clear understood. This is same as the printf whatever we are using in C++. Here we are writing the first of all where we want to print value and what value I want to print. So let's see, instead of this, let's take one example, then you will understand more clear. Yeah. Now in the country, I am taking which country you want to live in. So here I am asking the answer, and here I am storing the value country. Now I want to print this value of the country. So whatever the value it is stored, that I want to print. So here I am writing first of all what string I want to print. Live in, I live in. So what I want to print now at this position, wherever you want, write the curly brace and write 0. That is 0 is nothing but the first parameter of this format. So 0, curly brace complete, dot format, and the value. Here, what value you want to print? So country. So country written here. So whatever the value in the country, that will be placed here. So you will get the output, I live in, that is India. So here you can specify, means why it written 0, because you are using the 0th index, that is the first value of this format or parameter of this format function. So this is the way, means what, wherever you want, at what position you want to print, write the curly brace and write the index and complete the string. Then write down dot and then format and then parameters. Let's see one more example, then you will get understood more clear. Now here I want to print two values, 10 and 20. So here I am writing the value of A is. So here I want to print the value of A. Here I want to print the value of B. So here I have written 0, that is in the curly brace, and here I am writing 1. Why I have written 0 and why I am writing 1, that is first of all important. Where you want to print, write down the curly braces and write down the index. So first, this is 0, A. A is at 0th position and B is at first position. So this position I am referring here. So here A at 0th position, so here I want to write 0, and here B is at second, that is first position, here therefore I have written 1. So you can swap. Now in this case, I want to print, this is B, and I have now the values of B is at second position, so that is the first position, B. So here I am writing 1 and here I am writing 0. So this is also good. So here you need to write the position or the position of the parameter in the format. Here you need to provide. Understood? This is very simple, so you can get it that x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 10. The value of x is, now here I am not specifying the index, and here also I am not specifying the index, so it will treat this is the x will be given to this and y will be given to this as a sequence as it appears. Means you can have this without index also. Yes, now in this case I am swapping it, which we already done. So first I am writing 0 and then 1. So bread and butter will be printed. And after that I am writing 1 and then 0, then butter and bread will be printed. So that is what, this is the answer of the previous 5 and 10. Yes, you can directly give the name to the, instead of using the index, you can directly give to them. See here I am writing give me. So here instead of writing index, here I am writing directly the variable name, that is ball. And in the format, I am giving the value of that ball. Ball is equal to tennis. So what the tennis will be printed here. I am give me tennis ball. So instead of using index, here I am providing directly the values to that particular variable. So here name, greeting. So for the name I am assigning good, that is John, and for the greeting I am assigning good morning. So here you are not mentioning the index, it directly takes the value from the name. So where is the name? So in this here name, this is key and this is value. So it is taking the value and it will be printed. This is also key and this is value. So this value will be given to this. So this is all about the format. The next is Fstring. Now Fstring is introduced in 3.6 Python, and Fstring is very common to use and very easy to use as compared to the format. For the Fstring we need to use F as a prefix and we need to write the string after that. Let's see how we can use it. This is the replacement. These strings may contain the replacement fields, which are expressions enclosed within the curly braces. The expressions are replaced with their values. So here we are replacing the expression with the values. So we are providing the expressions in the curly brace and the values after the comma. So this is what the thing. So which country you, so here in the previous thing, we have taken the same example. So here, which country do you live? So I am storing the country in the India. Now I want to print this country. So here I am writing F. See, this is F, and I am starting double quotes. I live in and country, the variable name. That's all. So whatever the value which is in the country, that will be placed here or replaced by this. So you will get the value, I live in India. So this is what the replacement. Only the thing is here, you need no need to write format and all that thing. Directly write down F and the string. And in the curly brace, write down the variable name. That's all. Here, now here you are taking the input, radius, and you are finding the area of circle, circumference of the circle, and you want to print it. So here I am writing F in double quotes. Area is equal to, and area is equal to, I am writing in the curly brace, I want to print area of the circle. So here variable name. And circumference is equal to, in the curly brace, circumference name. That's all. So whatever the values which you are going to store in this, or the calculated value will be stored in this, that will be printed here. This is Fstring. X is equal to, now this is very important. As in the in the C, generally we are using format. We are using 3 point, means if I want the decimal values, 5 values or 4 values. So in that case, we are using percent 3.2 F. So same thing here we are using. The value of X is percent 3.2 F, means what, I want to print that all value in 3 places, and from that 2 should be the decimals. So here I want to print 2 decimal values. So here you will get that, and X percent X. So yeah, in this case you will get 12.35 because you have shown 2 places. Now here if I want to print that into 4 places, so here you will get 3 point, that is 12.3457, that is 4 decimal places. So you can control the decimal places using this particular syntax as well. Thank you. Thank you very much.